Bwana twogo watanete na batu tukuborore kiri mubango ywarwe siasa nintukwera mere bo bainge ba utsioria Ngabana Wa Meru Nuu kaitene kai tomine chuku ya Jumaine bunge ya Senate neringire kura nerenga gavana ura ware okabira mwangaza na maiti ya thatu yarathitangi nayo ni bunge ya county ya Meru na rero nyuma ya gatheti kuma ikionania kabira mwangaza na engati na ti Ngabana Wa Meru na rethira kimatuka koti na kuria koti irungike kwenga kwawe ni bunge ya Senate na wari baba ingiba kurerete mutuma ntwethinkia ura ni munene wa gavana kwithira ari obisine ina acting capacity lakini kabira mwangaza na acokere obisine na ambire kuruta ngwe na abwithikinya musemanio ywa minister na uwe atungatira Meru mwaka yo 2027 lakini kuringana na watho both bo batire kwithira boita na mbere no tuborore kenda kumenya umobo mantu ya yonde ndi na Marius Maranyani advocate wa High Court akethia tutari ni hata watho bukua in case governor akethira akebelu obisine na gatheti akethira ikuma ya thirikari kubati ukaratia governor ukabatire kwithira akivacate office munini wa akethira akiria ku acting capacity before sworn in nikiurie kendo chokirwa ni wakili na ndino mwe wa 49 MCAs bara ingatite Ngabana Wa Meru kabira mwangaza na kuringana nabo governor atibati kwithira obisine na ibauri itiariti ngwe ba thirikari baitigerio transact in business na Ngabana nonto bare mweta quote in quote bare mweta imposter so utuboru ari ano tukumenya umabonde bomantu ige impeachment ya ntuko ya Jumaine na wathorabo kuwa nyuma ya gavana kwithira kinga twarane abatu kulukira 40188 namba yetu SMS tu live kri Facebook tu live kri YouTube na kedra kidoma ntumiri chia kuro tuwete nambere na mbango yo karibuni sana gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Asante.
Thank you very much bwana wakili na tubo kuona kanya kamona kwitha wina shindi ku very tight thank you very much na tubo kuona kanya ku yakiri mubango yo arwe siasa now mbrentre yakiri political side of it katwambiririe na watho governor akareikia kwengo ni bunge ya Senate na gazette notice ikauma na we governor uroingitwe aeta court asik uchoko ni court ringi endelea kurita ngui kuringana na watho ni ku apply
MUTEMBEI katwambirie mbere procedure ire create a vacancy kana ya vacancy ketenera kya gavana.
All right.
Okay, kwa article 182 ya katiba you are na circumstances under which the governor can declared vacant. Number 1 ni gavana keokua blah blah blah, then number 2 ile arithrotated by way of impeachment. Impeachment ya gavana Kawira Mwangaza arithronio. So the moment House of Senate Speaker make a declaration after the voting, now the governor of Meru stood impeached. That is when the governor, Kawira Mwangaza, asisire kwa governor. Now, pending the gazettement. You've been impeached successfully. It's just a procedure. Immediately you degazette her as a governor. So after kuo arare I nusu governor, I don't know whether I can call it nusu governor at the governor.
Yeah.
After declaration with the speaker, Mwanka speaker a follow up with that gazettement and gazette that vacancy. So the moment I would now through a Kenya Gazette, you are not a governor. Your position as a governor has been declared now vacant.
Yeah.
You have been stripped of that power. Governor. Now you completely cease to be a governor. Now, while cease to be a governor, at your immediate, your deputy governor becomes governor. Either what you can call acting governor, like acting governor, governor elect. Governor elect is a governor awaiting swearing in. So, Mutumatwa became governor immediately upon declaration of that vacancy through a Kenya Gazette. But governor pending swearing in. Eren governor automatically became a governor, but to procedure to swearing in. So the moment the governor, Senate Speaker, arangazetre that vacancy, Mutumatwa became governor elect. What is left is just a mere procedure of swearing him in. Now, there's an order of the court that came. Order of the court, already a governor in place. One of the things that is stop the gazettement, throw me gazettement. But now, by the time you gazettement near carried out. So to me, something that has already happened. For example, let me put it in a layman's language. Whether we continue over the existence of this building, for example, lower court to na order could demolish this building. Na nani whether we only when this building kadungu the continue weta kuria order ya appeal no stay that demolition. But by the time we order demolition do not demolish, okay, they demolish it already. Do you now does that order tell you wanjire wakarenge? You don't. It could now maintain the status quo as it is. Can maintain as it is at the point it unsurveyed that order. So this on the do not gazette a vacancy. It is already vacancy kwa gazetted. So there's no Ngabana Mwangaza has been stripped off power with the Ngabana. So what we can do, we can only remain with the governor elect Ngabana Mwangaza is now ex-governor. It's actually a former governor. It's not a governor at all. But that the much we can do is to maintain Kakuri and that governor elect for the period Mangako by another directions. So what we have now, we have an acting governor in office. Ngabana Mwangaza is ex-governor, according to that court order.
Okay.
Is a former governor of Meru. What we have is governor elect. But what we can do, on the way they do not implement the decision of the Senate, we cannot implement it further. Further means or form committee of the assumption of office of governor or Mosoya until the court gives another version of directions. So as we speak now, Governor Mutumanto Edingia is the governor elect of Meru, but he cannot be sworn in until there are further directions.
I'll come back to you. I have a very interesting question in Korea, but Mheshimiwa Kirinya, Babu Bwengire Ngabana wa Meru Ngabana Mwangaza na Senate ya Stamp Authority na yo bo county that we ba mungete acio it's qualified ethira ita. Now on the political side of it, kwina mutuma as the acting governor kuringana na wakili atwira. And now kwina governor urorario dhairu bisine. Na natumireti wita kuntu mwanya including wita ntereti embere uyu. So politically nete kwenda kwani Mumeru.
Mbere buruka mbuge boya wana Edward nontoboa nafasi ya kwaria na Meru nara kuonde bari mbere boya sana. It was secret mandate all through public participation. Data toenda kuinga governor Kawira and they turned out in large numbers. Rembere after again 1 week still turu baita hivaire na bona niyo wendo kubunge sana tuanze exercise ira ya impeachment ya governor Kawira Mwangaza. No, sorry, former governor Kawira Mwangaza. Batwe tuwe kumba successfully kudiri exercise ira assembly na nukuona ne aringu wenjo musana. Tukenda inyako with you know, totumerwa goons, totumerwa all manner of things, threats and all of that. But at least we were able to successfully impeach the governor na tuarina number 49. 49 MCAs were able kuringa kura ya kuwa governor 8 na wena arina na 17. Tueta Senate. To is a Senate no proceedings, I'm sure weru ibona na kia live. Na ke proceedings ira no kona this time around kura former governor Kawira aria akiwa allow me muite former governor non to as far as the Senate and the County Assembly of Meru na impeachire Kawira, we no longer recognize her as the governor of Meru. Former governor ya Kiraitu Murungi, former governor ya Peter Atira Umunya.
But she's in office
illegally, remember.
Okay.
She's in office illegally. Yabora tu are kwa Meru wanakili weta watu bachiri. Ende tu Kawira kako bachira tu ofisine illegally. Kaitita tu still gesheria kwa bo kuno ita kona trespassers not allowed. Ende Kawira kao trespass. Okay? kau kila biode miankekie so far meana achorero monkayo isn't it na atibati ukilau na gaikuare aggrieved like she felt she's aggrieved iwita court ariome okay buibwa bati kuthithia so whatever bichera kwenda paint na gome ekuonania sijui court order sijui nini ambe amenye there is a gazette notice declaring her an ex-governor. Sawa. So Kawira, as we speak, kinya kararo ofisi ne, kinya tu kuvambaira kuwa change ya geta. But remember, office is not the building. Tunaelewana? Office nyete te building ire ende kutuwekare ondere nini. Babu au nukumenya you can air from anywhere. Akiwe na kamera cheku tunyato atura tuweta barabara ne arome to thithia show. Meaning what? Studio te building. Itukoelea no bana Edward. Yeah. So Kawira nambe amenye nanto baraba office te nini, office te araura nini ne ke nyumba kira. Tunaelewana sasa. Te nyumba kira te kio office so far that she is not the legal office holder wa gite kia Ngabana kia Meru. Number 2, I may not dwell much ke sheria unimenya nti mwana sheria ni. Yeah. Lakini ndi mochore wa wanasheria. Ndi na rimwe no rie na chore wa sheria na ntubaba ingi ba ke sheria wakaraka umemenya kidogo. Ndi nyani ndi na upako kidogo wa sheria no mbari kidogo about that court order. And you remember lastly rira judge Ureta wa Kasan ayanire that very funny order inda ure that judge is rogue and mad. Even this other judge ingone nyawe mutoyo we yote ukarasasa wa nonturi ute me treat matter as a matter of urgent kana ni untubo dharura sawa wo untubo wa dharura wita ningi waya na orders che kuthikira untubo 1 month later endi dharura eri kuyukare what was so urgent that you treated this matter as a matter of urgency, okay? But went ahead, kwaya na date chia 1 month later. Meaning, kulinga na we, untububu tina haraka yu, ukuenda otonia buenambi, buena haraka. Number 2, kuina rules chia natural justice. Rules chia natural justice inyage katibe tu iriu atiri. Mbere we ngukodem imbati ukuthikira brokua. I should not be condemned and hand. Okay? So what that judge did was kwaya na orders atithikirite patira niwe wakiuzwe riwatea. Okay? Akethira senate ya ukirire amba yana example kethira senate turu waikiria issue Kawira Mwangaza betire bate ambite wita Kawira na mawakili bawe na witnesses ba Kawira alafu bawa Kawira stands impeached. Kukithira kuna fair hearing.
As the other side gone to court.
Kutikithira kuna fair no. What we are saying is nyo eta court patirengi kibati mbere waya na orders nubati kuthikira patirengi bure witate bure kuwa then ukaya na orders. So those orders I think number 1 like wakili Maranya says ire overtaken by time and event. And I don't know wakili kethira no athomete prayers ira Governor Kawira asikite ki court. One of the prayers Kawira had sought ni new governor sworn in. But this judge went ahead to grant 3 orders that were not sought from him. Okay? Etaya naonda gazette notice igeta ikarito na atarombi maromba yau. Atireri owe aya na order ya gazette notice igeta ikaritwa. So that judge went ahead and gave that nini. Number 2, aya na nyeu ya the new governor sworn in. Kana the governor elect akambi sworn in. Therefore, we find it also again suspect as to why a judge goes ahead to give orders that are not sought from him. Number 2, why would a judge again go ahead to give orders without listening from the accused? Kendende aitate. And I think even from practice, wakili atura edhere ibu wita kethira bati but judges but I encouraged ni Judicial Service Commission kwaya na irachitawa is it expert orders expert orders ki my simple understanding ni waya ne orders after listening from both sides.
Okay.
Yes.
Now wakili katwe yao kiri gazette notice unkuthikirite the lead lawyer wa Kawira Mwangaza ariwa as much as gazette notice ni rara ikuma lakini koto onda ya uma ya kurieria resolutions ya the Senate Kawira Mwangaza remains in the office na ina full supports na akenjo benefits chionde cha kuthari Governor Wa Meru.
Now we don't want to make that court order.
Yeah.
Na court order yeah secret to irawa iwe ku we kari like a secret card. Ira iwete do not speak or Senate aka proceed with a gazetted Kawira as governor. But by the time already she was degazetted. Example yangu kwa ya nyumboge kwa withra komomora nyumba enusu. Kombira aringi akecho kererari. You don't. No. Kwa now arokinyete we stop at that point. Then you do not proceed to implement decision Senate. But by the time already ni are implement Kawira na are stripped of the significance governor. You know governor think of here, governor te obichi, governor tengari. Governor no mwana na wakili. Today about that wakili unengeta nkaritoa nga struck off from the role of advocates. That struck off nyange ta kotinga tekarande wakili. Ngeta obichi neko, eta obichi in that significance they troke oni. So the moment are gazetted no unless another order today eku we nullify can we quash that gazette notice here speaker but otherwise at the governor but around the at the point that court order the situation ekari we maintain that as a status quo. Now at what point ya to the situation here kwena Meru ina governor elect pending swearing in. Governor elect pending swearing in. So that is a status quo we need to maintain. Tote meako komorita now from governor elect mochokiana etegua to nullify that gazette notice.
So gazette notice zero in case basoka courts.
Yes.
No but see gazette notice zero can nullified
unless you have another court order achoke courtini with another application non to get application ya file ya courtini itira romba prayer kuwa gazette notice ya quash nonga toka continue with a fresh application ekiromba that gazette notice ya quashed then ido tumeochoka back to ndanatwari. But as we speak governor has been stripped of that significance governor by way of gazettement.
So no itayanirwe.
So yeah, on another application. But the application era governor file it. To me I would call it defective. Not okay umeona okay kwa ile applications are always supported by an affidavit. Affidavit sign imuntora ko auswea. Okay akona the first page and baraba ina copy they can look at it. So affidavit ile support application ile ya nire onda. It is I Elias Mutuma, advocate of the High Court of Kenya, do swear blah 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 blah. Now and they are signed in governor. No kema unfortunately eka sign on Kawira Mwangaza. No kema unfortunately applications are not amended. You can never amend an application. No amend petition, lakini the notice of motion would amend. If you establish a mistake with it, you withdraw that application, or withdraw application, or file afresh. And if you withdraw that application, you withdraw pamoja na onda zile andro. Otemea withdraw, no kaya withdraw affidavit. The notice of motion etemea kwa malo. It is like it has no legs on its own. They cannot start without the affidavit. Or withdraw affidavit or withdraw application. Or withdraw now the notice it's a legal issue. Or withdraw notice of motion, that means withdraw pamoja na onda zile anyway, expert orders. I agree with Mheshimiwa that and judiciary need this one as a almost a guideline. The judicial officers, the judges and magistrates, unless kira kentunika we a matter of life or death. Unless it's a matter of life or death, okay, an expert orders. kwa kuthi muntu akuthikwa mundene yote bati na atibati kuthikwa na ithikwa thainyanya no kuya thasta no te kumenya riwa an expert orders but kwa kuthi it's not a matter of life or death thikira the other side it our interpartes give interpartes hearing even if it means rurene kuire appear before me for interpartes hearing the other side bampe their own story bambire why ban convince why ndibatikwana these orders as a matter of urgency no to komba kwithira muntu arengera obichine no to wa issue to a financial malpractices tuinya wamba wa mbecha and then umuriteini obichine arengendele ku perpetuate wamba burabo wa mbecha it is to the detriment of the entire nation, the entire republic. It, for example, muntu neta no ya report the police station no so and so unduma and then ueta kaya na warrant of arrest ukawata mtu ueta kuwata mtu kadhe uranua akurangito uramayo. So it's important you hear both of them, then you make a decision out of based on information about the accuser not the accused.
Okay.
So they are discouraged. Expert orders are discouraged.
Okay. So Kirinya, direnda tu on the political side of it. Governor kana kawira mwangazo ro mwita nacokera ofisine. Nabwithire biashara chondira governor batikuthire nacio including mucemoni wa minister bawe. Natumirite ruina na araeta nambi. Politically imbie ko draw akirine ku na inkwene gazeti rukire kiwa kawira mwangaze ngirwe politically. So what does it say?
Apparently, Edwin, you realize that Kentucky to impeachment is both a legal and political process. Because why are we saying legal? Illegal known to the first time we even did the fourth impeachment motion, kawira na etriachwa order zire etriade, achuire na nenkero, which we complained to in as much as they were defective and faulty in that manner. Twathikira court order na twaumba kuchokera to reintroduce another motion. So allow me to answer both from the legal and the political perspective. Okay. Number one, kisiasa gazeti anyway the arrangero politically. How else did they want her impeachment? Na tema judge ya discuss issue na wanasiasa. So it's a whole political process. That is why baba muimpeacha at the county assembly iwa wanasiasa tema wakili, iwa wanasiasa tema judges na tema magistrates. Iwa wanasiasa ba muinga. That is why an impeachment is both a legal and political process. Okay? So it is true bu gazeti kuwa arengero politically. Because nyao imo wanasiasa kato arari umuinga religiously angaethira ima bishop na maklanji ibo chumbura na abo no ntunyao bishop pa muingendi na bo tukauwa kuingo religiously. Okay? But as far as you're dealing with politicians, trust you me, Edward, that was a political and legal battle. Politically we've called, and even legally we are okay. That is why kancho kera wakili Maranyaua our the application indefective, and I want to support him in the sense that tikande mwanasheria, but I know a little of it. The issue about wakili, you cannot co-own kintu wa affidavit. Ntimenya uni affidavit yekwa idhira turantu bana, you know, I'm not very sure, but I know at least puteme yako idhira bona kire affidavit bwantu baile udhire nditu na Elias Mutuma na the governor Kawira Mwangaza no the former governor no saina na the ake only that affidavit, but lakini mwene affidavit urakuwa ai ni Elias Mutuma yawe wakili wao o governor. Therefore, I find it defective as wakili Maranya says, because that affidavit that support their case ambirete na Mutuma deponent no different kana mturai ameitete through signing own through signing imtoa wetu Kawira Mwangaza. Away from that to the side of politics, Kawira me ai mundrama na imo cinema nuiche muntu masinema muntu drama muntu avitimbi muntu sarakasi ira tiondo kuona bwana Edward akithithia ira drama ira sarakasi ira vitimbi that will end up nowhere. And we are cushioning. Now, you see, the staff, county government, especially Baraba SID executive. Mawaziri bawe tutina dhina bo. Tutina dhina mei bawe bara na tuaswa in mutuma. Who get new mawaziri bange baberu. So bara nyaba mudia takana mbibenya para ka musera na mukundu ka kunduka na kena yunte medero raiko kemeru ku sara bara ne acheri na mukundu na ba kunduka niona kawira wao wo kango chokeria politically so tutena thina nyaga eta antu bara ku mawaziri bara ibawe na baite na nya na actually no abaite nya kwawe muchie we have no problem with her. Okay, nuntu bara ne antuba ya niriabo na kaitite no kaga itania nambi nabo
wadelo mheshimiwa tatu ke ganya kau tuite commercial break tuchoke nyuma ya ndaika inketha nkithoma ntumiri ciaku tuchokera barabonde barikiri mubango yuyu arwe siasa.
Kamboni yetu ya Raino Mabati egwethete maguriko gwethie kugwethia kiri mabati jonthe. Kenero ofa yetu special ya factory kiri mabati jonthe za tile profile za Jamania tile, Jamii tile, Espana tile, Jamii tile na Roman Jamil tile gauge 28 mate ara maguricha gwete kuma magana jana na mirongo ire monka magana mugwanja 45 wa kilomita, gauge 30 mate kuma 680 na ndene 625 for meter na gauge 30 glossy kuma 575 na ndene 499 nake. Okenda beshe cia kuciurire guru jatoye murangi turiongire na arua ukenere offers cietu nawe mumeru akiuga murojo na inchoni ukuruva mwato aja Raino Mabati twithirwe tugikuthondekera mabati kwa miaka nande na tutakuringa nthi turiongire industry yetu ya Raino Mabati irere kithoka njire na Meru gwita Ruire kana turingire thimu namba 0729 628199 kana 0740 229609 weka order yaku ukareka ofa ya nusu mwaka igukuruka Ameru ndewerere mbere ng'ombe gekaragwa Raino Mabati mabati jetu tukarie bietu Raino Mabati do it best on top.
Je, unatafuta hoteli tulivu ya kifahari na ya kisasa ambapo unaweza kufurahia likizo pamoja na familia au marafiki? Basi karibu Kisimani Eco Resort and Spa. Tunapatikana katika barabara ya kutoka Meru kuelekea Isiolo, karibu na maili 7, takriban kilomita 11 kabla ya kufika mji wa Isiolo. Utapata uwanja mzuri na mpana unaoweza kutoshea hadi watu 5,000 kwa hafla zozote za nje kama vile harusi na mikutano, vyumba vya mikutano vya kisasa, kumbi nzuri za hafla kama vile sherehe za siku ya kuzaliwa, sehemu za burudani za nje kama vile nature walk trails, ziplining, swimming pool, camping na mahali pa watoto pa kuchezea, vyumba vya kulala vya kifahari na vyakula vya aina zote. Kwa wale walio na mikutano au kongamano, kuna chai na vitafunio, chakula cha mchana, chai ya alasiri na mtandao wa haraka. Tuna ofa maalum ya bidhaa teule, burudani ya karaoke kutoka kwa Wanji the Songbird kila Ijumaa, Jumamosi na Jumapili jioni na mengine mengi. Kwa habari zaidi, tembelea tovuti yetu www.kisimaniresort.com au tupigie simu kwa nambari 0742 205 295 au 0733 570 530. Kisimani Eco Resort and Spa Limited blends nature with modern hospitality.
In Zari, nothing is certain.
Nothing will ever be the same again.
Will you survive the jealousy?
Unajiona tajiri eh? Zitaisha tu tuone utaringa na pesa gani.
The secrets?
Ukiambia mtu yeyote boss.
Nini uniambia Luna?
The deception?
To family.
Will Nina survive long?
How is this possible?
The ultimate face-off. Zari continues weeknights at 8:30 on Maisha Magic Plus, DSTV channel 163, GoTV channel 3.
Right. Bwana tubeta na bere kwa tena batu kini mbango ya siasa. And now bwana wakili, I want us to look on something. Kawira Mwangaza ari obisine. Any instrument chonde tia power. We have seen case ya former governor Waitito, Sonko, former governor Wajia, if I'm not wrong. Dira bengiro antuba batari na security, batari na other apparatus chia kwedra bari obisine. But now these are different case. Governor urengiro na intobionde birabi batutumika bi obisi na security na ngare na kila kitu. So case here is different. So kwedra ari obisine maybe ibebi omuonia de na power na yuni Ngabana Meru. So how is it possible that gazeti ne umire na still Kawira Mwangaza intobira bionde bi kwendeka bi kwedra ari obisine?
So kia weta ka appointed as Chief Justice today. Yes, he ba point get through the normal process get ka Chief Justice na kero inda number 1. Ntimi yakwetera the Chief Justice nyathe ngukuluka interview until tukurange ngegiroke Kenya Gazette. So Kenya Gazette ne acquire now the instrument of power. Ne acquire that legitimacy. Now the moment that Gazette notice it published, anke I'm an hopeful. Anko hopeful with the Chief Justice. So governor nya urungeta today ngeta ngarandete na governor. Ngeta ngare ande ki GVN a governor. Then a security do I become a governor?
No.
I don't. I don't become a governor until gazetted as a governor. No, even so, even gazettement netoma can't gazetted, even that's why and everything becomes vanished. So the moment Kawira Mwangaza are gazetted as governor, Kinya etangari governor itano. Kinya eto wichi na kethegi kwa karara mwangaru kiri.
But legally is it acceptable?
Legally, of course it's not acceptable. Maybe morally it's not acceptable. It is immoral with Ovichine, governor na with the governor. Now carry we stripped off power ile governor by way of Kenya Gazette. If I were her, ntiuchero with Ovichine, maybe that is for sure. Ntiuchero with Ovichine, I would have struggled with a instruct mawakili wako, but with the application quash that Gazette notice it has stripped off my power, my capacity or my legitimacy as a governor.
Who has failed in this process kudra Kawira Mwangaza na intobia ndeba tutumika nonto ukakudra atin governor intobia ndebia rare abio bira abati kwa repossessed. So who is supposed kudra maybe areni chance ya budire intobi atina bio ha challenge now the process atina intobia governor abati kudra tumira.
To me the urafili in governor wengo affiliate by with the ngari governor kimenya net stripped off that power governor with Ovichine it designated for governor akimenya there's a gazette notice studying egua with the governor. No, like for example oranda for example nyaun geta gaitiangari unge karia go get Ovichine kabwithia mini cabinet meeting in court do I become governor? So to me no affiliated by instead of fighting Kintokaraki strip it off governor, I atako sit illegally in the office of governor. Illegally, and I'm saying it illegally because it's illegal.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Kirenya, kile process hiyo on there, Kawira Mwangaza na mawaziri bawe. Kawira Mwangaza na ofisi yewe na residence. Babu mbonere bokiwa bure assembly weta mtu kinyoriko uritanira ngwe na Kawira Mwangaza na nto ate obisine as we speak anto ba receive order kuma kirenga governor iba kuona still ari obisine baba inge wokethra we anto fulani makakuthira kwena munene oku command kubwithi onto fulani akabwithi onto fulani ibu athira bwakulukiria appropriation bill eri obisine still no asaine manto yayo onde so babu bure assembly maybe na action iriku bobatere kwethra bwithi
Bwana Edward, I think ko into maranya wakili ageria kueleza at length, okay? Ibrande example ngondo tumira et example a very nini ki public roigwa nto baba inge bakiwa muntu au ntanuro. Okay? Now this example Bwana kuwa Bwana Edward na atiri
Okay.
ni tontu order ye kiwa atiri ukadi gazeti mbi okay ni tontu court order ye kiwa stopa gazeti notice yumira kurita kawira why kiuriki umbere bwana Edward imbere nyetu tuitende kungangana na manto ya ngakawira wita u aria na onda kiru na what gave her that legitimacy? Is it not through a gazette notice? Number one, only as I'm here, it is through the gazette notice the gazette rondi a member of county assembly. Gazette notice ike ya kumaruare ikiwa I am no longer. Inyangeta assembly. Nkawa karumu ngatukurarao. Nkawa inyambe room ngatukuthambairo. Nkawa inyake onikia wakira makeup in case I am a woman. Okay? Do I become an MCA? Gazette notice you mire now I have been degazetted. Okay? Nkwa degazetted. Ibuno nto baraba baritiro etine 5 years ago.
So no tuna gazette no to kuronga no tuna gazette na think of no.
Yes.
No bati kuria makaribu atingwe county Meru misha.
Governor to aitabora non to there are systems. Listen, there are systems that should go on. Na systems ibati kuithira as of now tina the governor elect awito mutuma twethingia are we together therefore tukenda kuikira itumia kamanto ya umi muno it is as simple as Kawira through gazette notice ceased to be the governor of Meru non to aere governor through a gazette notice reka abantu bamuringire kura agana more votes than barachinda nabo kwa tuika ata gazettirwe still atikiumba kwithira rimbi I governor of Meru are we together therefore through the gazette notice ni amudi gazettire kwithira I governor wambi of Meru like my brother wakili Maranya advises kethira noe abati kwithira thaya matuki court uita kuona bura gazette notice ire ka vacated ya MB ya quashed kana the little I know you can only revoke a gazette notice through another gazette notice itokueleana mwanka umenya ku revoke a gazette notice through another gazette notice or through going to court and that gazette notice is quashed ika quashed nende we will go back to the gazette notice ire mu gazette ire arimbi I governor so as at now Kawira Mwagaza ari ofisi ne ira chia kindi beche che mwananchi ni imposter ikabacheri yake Meru ibo kaeta wakabacheri no imposter so Kawira Mwagaza ikabacheri she is an imposter in that office as at now nonto naritimbi ririere nini na that's I think na Meru significance yema na Maranyako akoenda kueleza ni otu wa iririambi yonene eunete striped off from her therefore bwana Edward ndairi kyo kueleza antubaraba utoba mawaziri nyage etaniabo na chief of staff na ambi iwi timu wewe muchera na mukundu na ka kondukanie na ambi neo pauka etaniabo bau non to those ones are state officers those ones are not civil servants baranko ni baraba etawa civil servant na public officers ba county government side executive we were warning you that you are dealing with an imposter don't receive orders from an imposter nanga kesi ke ya kuthikirwa na ambi mantu yondere ya karika akagazetwa ringi ya governor Meru then you can transact any business na mtura wende ka transact business na Kawira tha be it a contractor be it anybody wa promise iro kawa as at now umenye you be held accountable na responsible individually nonto we deal na muntu atibati kuthira akithithakia any transaction with the county government of Meru because she is an imposter right now nanga yeta karwando uru ambia chinda then akachokerua through a gazette notice as of now she is an imposter she's not supposed to transact any kind of business with, I mean for and on behalf of county government of Meru, and that is our position as the MCAs. That is the position of the Senate, okay? Norika ne Supreme Court into mathamete tumantu tu kidogo inye ishuire wambora evaluate courts should not interfere na impeachment. Bidaba bati kuthithia ni kwa ile process, whether the process was followed. But you cannot stop a Senate from, doing this, or county assembly from doing this. And that's why I found Nyaja and Jureta Kasan very interesting. Because business, the court is not actually stopping the assembly from where can assembly ritangoyo. Ritangoyo then audit their process. Ile process you can there ne aviatire, bore batire. Or there are no process ira faulty, then you, okay? But your work as a judge is not actually to stop or interfere with that process as it goes. So, batu to deal na imposter, nya kararo, I am sure we are no I attempted kurara. I kira ongea kaya, lakini no kaya nya ikigere.
Okay.
Yes. I agree na Mheshimiwa. The role of impeachment is purely on the county assembly, not even on the Senate. Where we impeach governor is on the MCAs. Nya senators probably the kiango we only co-audit the process born whether the iba committee threshold. They will impeach governor. Impeach already na impeach but we co-audit the process can me a clean bill of health. Na nya court pile but kwa area whether key process ye impeachment kuna any violation of constitutional right. Whether there is violation of the constitutional right. Okay, I am a master of constitutional law and the public law. Okay, I go check that. Okay, I honor that petition. If I court in, but with the cure, my right number A, B, C, D has been violated. Like the party, this Honorable Kawira Mwangaza was the Speaker of the National of the Senate. Getting County Assembly as a party. County Assembly, now Orua County Assembly, even be impeached when there is an existing case in court. Yet, but a party in that case. Orua County Assembly did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yet, but a party can be that case. If only be impeached right then we when a reason they go the tanga Kenya, Mishma Kenya. But on the tanga only, if at all no Kenya, they are interested party. Are second respondent. Lakini Meru County Assembly, Speaker Meru County Assembly, no, but with I first respondent. Number 2, or to have my rights of constitutional law, you are okay at any constitutional petition. You must particularize with a close and near precision, exactness, where my right to life breached, where my right to own property breached. Lakini utemea kuwa ureta anamorphous claim ukiwa right chako jeta breached, yet ukiakoilinya the body of the constitution, it is stated a single provision of the constitution, a human right, it breached. So to me, and I believe county assembly baka make an application to be adjoined. Non to worry about county assembly of Meru, they to them as a party. To be enjoined, and after being enjoined, the first document was filed only a preliminary objection that this constitutional petition does not meet the constitutional threshold. Not to, at 165 you are near high court power a such petition. Now you are before we take the hearing of the of that petition. Ilasima will establish that this particular document ne meet the constitutional threshold. Ne create the violator, ne create the violated provisions, and to me they lack. Number 2, people have Korea now between the order na gazette notice which one takes precedence in law and the doctrines of equity. But when two equities are equal, assuming they are all equal, the first in time prevails. As a legal philosophy, when a two equities are equal, there is an order and there is a gazette notice. All of them, these are two equities, are equal. Which one now will prevail? The first in time prevails. Which is the first in time in this case? Which came first? the order or the gazette notice. The gazette notice actually over 6 hours different after and before. On the 6 hours, around 6 hours after. So the gazette notice, those are two competing equities. In time, the first in time, no prevail. Now there is no, it is an order incapable of implementation. So when with an order incapable of implementation, for example, or do I say do not destroy that laptop. But by the time I'm going to serve now that court order, that laptop was long destroyed. So that is an order incapable of implementation. But the implementation because the subject matter does not exist anymore. Okay. And the subject matter was that laptop. So the subject matter do not gazette this person as a governor. Okay, by the time you order now, the person has been gazetted. So the subject matter of his capacity as governor was ceased to exist.
Okay. Tukireke bwana Mheshimiwa Kirinya, mwankara tukinyite thai, it seems thai supremacy batu irio ya political class nene ya Meru. Now, take for example, Governor Kawira survives all this nacho keringi haringa wana Meru na bore MCs ba Meru. Scenario kedre kariate.
Well, I am one person who is I like a man to na 3 dimension, or if you like it in different dimensions. Kawira Tuwe, for example, survives all this ajo karingi. Does it change behavior? Ya change behavior? It will not change her behavior. Okay? Muritira yo yongoi will change here. It will not change muritira yo yongoi. Public relations yewe you change here. It will change here. The social engineering ye Kawira Mwangaza you change here.
What if she changes?
It will change here. She's incapable of changing.
Okay.
That is why for the last 2 years, to be precise, ataomba kuomba kureta anto amaomba kuritaniria ngwenabo akiru ya abana kurona MCAs na kurona MPs na kurona women rep na kurona nani. I saw today in the newspaper that Fate ya Kawira Mwangaza ere decided State House. Now Kawira imbiokuru rende na State House ni okakende State House county assembly Meru. State House kakende the Senate, House of Senate kakende senators. Ana endeni manto ya State House ya kuuma no ire already kuambia kurona na State House ukiwa afeti kuya andisandero State House re ina. That tells you this is a combatant. Imuntu very combative, okay? Nambuwe ni usi mawakili nachoreba baingi sana mawakili. Na I hope one day maranya I will do law for fun. Agini anto baba menyere mno bwana Edward. No tu bea wakili o governor weto mutuma wakili meabo bethera bare ajanja. Bare ajanja in the sense auchocha kumte mongia kumte nyewitite we kwandrene. Witite midate no ga ochochete kwira endi we mutuma anto era governor I have the former governor that way you have been degazetted. The correct legal position ni ati wewe ome, so wewe ome katuro kendo chokari ringi wa gazetted afresh already whether you know it straight off mbi nini the mandate ya kuithira we governor wa Meru County sawa. So that is the correct position, and wakili o governor ya we mutuma knows that, but he is busy misleading. Iwe ndio ona mawakili bae itabura baguchocha rero kaingirwa bakura tukuingirwa miaka 10 endi lakini weta mithate ne waita wenga lakini wao waingirwa wakili egwira tukuingirwa miaka yani agorongo ya gora kwanti nyame yake wite inge muno inyawe sabu timenyo githate
interesting side.
So wegiro mithate ne Kawira uthiatite mutuma bogwira na we kanyamwa withate ikanyamwa kwenda no ga utumira finuti ba later on.
Thank you. Kwenda wakili turekire mubango yu na utwira Governor Meru Nuu as we speak na deputy governor.
Yes.
Aba in case story on there kadira abati wa pishori.
Now, Governor Meru tutena governor wetu no ne acting governor. Uratu weta ne chungura sheria ita governor elect. And governor elect is a governor properly so called. Governor elect acting governor in governor buruena every governor. The only thing at the ni ikwa sworn in. Ringana awira mwangaza appoint governor. Sorry, electoral governor tariki enda mweri nana. Lakini ekiro Kenya Gazette tariki I believe around 20 around 26. Yes. Around 26 the same month. That is when bajiende kubanga ngwe o muswa in around the same maybe 2 days after. Yes. 2 days after. Yondo ataya sworn in before Gazette because atari governor. So as we bibe kana kura toringire kura yes aji prepared in that process kwa governor. Sworn in as governor the moment sworn in the Kenya Gazette as governor elect. Or governor elect now is governor elect pending swearing in. So as we speak, Meru is under the hands of Kainjara Nechia, governor elect. Governor elect tura eterete kwa sworn in. Now the second leap of the question, ile mutumaka sworn in. There is a decision with Justice Cherere kiki zirare wajia elect issue wajia. When there is an impeachment of a governor, the deputy assumes office immediately as governor elect pending swearing in. Then swearing in shall happen the first Thursday after expiry of 10 days. So mutuma governor tariki 21. Wekira 10 days you get tariki 31. After with that one, which is the first Thursday, irekwe after that one. Or the first Thursday ya tariki 5. So ideally, why not for the court, mutuma sworn in on 5th tariki 5 September, not earlier than dainya. Kuma dainya adimo zoya daita tunonto ewe mingo squaring ishure areke bagera sworn in atuku. Iguma dainya mwanka tagum nemwe. Now after the emergence of the court order, that may not happen on sworn in on 5th because as we speak now, the only thing court order ameti is swearing in. So duria nangavana elect mwanga tarik 17 court yayane another direction. Either evacate now the order, stay order, evacate orders iba jaguriria sworn in kana either by extended depend with the court. The only option engage in between yatoma mutumaka sworn in on 5th. No county no Senate now. No county assembly is not even parted to this Senate. Kana county to county assembly back yako seek to be enjoined in that case. Then back on your court through another application where a court no you made a mistake where this order now stay you are under stopping mutumaka wa sworn in. Then by stay then tariki dhano kunda muma.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Nambati.
Wakili. Tupo kuona kanya kwa kirimo bango yo. Na thank you very much Mheshimiwa Kirinya. Na tupo kuona kanya. And thank you very much Kiria antubara bonde bokori kirimo bango ya siasa ndibura it is always a pleasure kudhandira babu no tuke date babu mubango yo yutito siasa. It has been done. It dusted. Thank you very much.